Let me guess. You wake up, open your eyes, and before you even swing your legs out of bed, you're doing the math. You are calculating exactly how much it's going to hurt to stand up today. If you are over 60 and dealing with chronic, stubborn lower back pain, you know exactly what I am talking about. That deep, nagging ache. That stiffness that makes you feel like the Tin Man before he got his oil can. So, what do? You do what everyone does. You go on the internet. You look up best back pain stretches, and you find thousands of videos. But here is the ugly truth that no one is telling you. Those exercises are making your pain worse. Why? Because 99% of those videos are designed for 30-year-olds. They show people doing extreme yoga poses, bending backward, pushing their chests to the sky in a Cobra pose. If you're over 60, bending backward like that is the absolute worst thing you can do for your spine. It is like pouring gasoline on a fire. Today, we are putting a stop to that. In this video, I am going to show you 3 completely safe, incredibly effective exercises you can do before you even get out of bed. Plus, if you stick with me to the end, I am going to reveal 3 hidden mistakes you are probably making in your house right now, mistakes that are quietly robbing you of your mobility. You do not have to live like this. Let's fix it. Before we tuck into the exercises, we need to address the elephant in the room. Why is it that you can follow a top 10 back stretches video from a famous fitness guru, do everything they say, and end up in more pain than when you started? The answer isn't that you're doing it wrong. The answer is that they are giving you a map to a city you don't live in anymore. To understand your pain, we have to look at the mechanical evolution of the human spine. Let's look at this differently. Imagine a 30-year-old athlete. When they hurt their back, 9 times out of 10, it's a herniated disc. Think of a young spinal disc like a fresh jelly donut. It's plump, it's pressurized, and it's full of fluid. When that young person bends forward too fast, they squeeze the front of the donut, and the jelly squirts out the back, hitting a nerve. To fix that, a physical therapist gives them extension, exercises, arching the back to physically push that jelly back into the center. For a 30-year-old, arching is the miracle cure. But here is the nuance layer most people miss. You are not 30. Your spine has a different story to tell. As we cross the 60-year mark, our donuts have naturally dried out. They've lost their hydration. They aren't squishy anymore. They're more like a dried-out kitchen sponge. Because those sponges are thinner, the vertebrae, the bones of your spine, sit closer together. This leads us to the real villain for the mature spine, spinal stenosis. Now, I want you to visualize this. Stenosis is just a fancy medical word for narrowing. Think of the nerves that travel from your spine down to your legs like a garden hose. To get out of your spine, those hoses have to pass through little windows between the bones. In a young spine, those windows are wide open. But in a mature spine, because the discs are thinner and the joints have thickened with a bit of arthritis, those windows have started to shrink. Now, consider this. What happens when you try to stand up perfectly straight, or worse, do those pro athlete back arches? You are physically kinking the garden hose. You are shutting off the water. This is exactly why you feel fine when you're sitting in a recliner, but the moment you stand up to wash the dishes or walk through a grocery store, your back starts to ache, and your legs feel heavy or numb. You aren't weak, you are literally pinching your own power lines. Before we move on, consider this perspective shift. I see so many people get an MRI, read the word stenosis and absolutely panic. They see degenerative disc disease and think their spine is crumbling. Here is the truth. Those things are just gray hair on the inside. Just like you expect your hair to change color or your skin to get a few wrinkles, your spine is supposed to change. Having stenosis on an MRI after 60 is as normal as having a few crow's feet around your eyes. It doesn't mean you're broken, and it doesn't automatically mean you need surgery. It just means we have to change the way we move. We have to manage the space. So, if arching is kinking the hose, what is the solution? It's a phrase I want you to memorize. Salvation is flexion. Flexion simply means gently rounding the lower back. Think about the last time you were at the mall and your back started killing you. What did you do? You probably found a bench and leaned forward, or you leaned over your shopping cart. Why? Because that rounding of the back unkinks the hose. It pulls those little windows open. It lets the nerves breathe and allows the water to flow to your legs again. Now that you understand the mechanics, that your spine needs space, not arches, you're ready to put this into practice. We're going to start exactly where your day starts, in bed. If you're tired of waking up feeling like your lower back is made of concrete, this next move is going to be your new best friend. Let's look at the bedside emergency relief. I call this first movement the bedside emergency relief. Its clinical name is the single knee to chest. This is the very first thing you should do in the morning. Do not sit up. Do not put your feet on the floor. Stay flat on your back on your mattress. Here is exactly how you do it. 1. Lie flat on your back. Keep a thin pillow under your head. 2. Bend both knees. Place the soles of your feet flat on the mattress. This immediately takes the pressure off your lower back. 3. Bring one knee up. Slowly bring your right knee toward your chest. 4. Hold and breathe. Wrap your hands gently behind your thigh, not over your kneecap, to protect your knee joint. Now, here is where most people get it wrong. Do not force it. You are not trying to win a gold medal in gymnastics. Do not pull until you grimace. Instead, let your breath do the work. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, let the knee sink just a millimeter closer to your chest. Hold this for 30 seconds. Then, slowly lower it and switch legs. By pulling that knee to your chest, you are gently rotating your pelvis. You are flattening your lower back into the mattress. You are opening up those tiny windows in your spine and giving your nerves a much-needed drink of oxygen. Do this 3 times on each leg. Before we move on, consider this. Opening the space is only step 1. Now that the windows are open, we need to oil the hinges. That is exactly what exercise number 2 is designed to do. Our second bed-based movement is called the windshield wiper or lumbar rotation. If exercise 1 was about creating space, exercise 2 is about lubrication. As we sleep, our joints get incredibly dehydrated. The fluid that keeps them sliding smoothly literally thickens up. It gets sticky. If you jump out of bed and twist to grab your slippers, those sticky joints can lock up or spasm. We need to warm up the oil. Here is how you execute the windshield wiper. 1. Stay on your back. Keep both knees bent, feet flat on the bed, just like before. 2. Glue your shoulders down. Imagine your shoulders are heavy sandbags sinking into the mattress. They cannot move. 3. The drop. Keeping your knees together, gently let both knees drop to the left. Just like gravity take them. 4. The sweep. Once you feel a gentle stretch, Smoothly sweep them back through the center and drop them to the right. Imagine the rhythmic, side-to-side motion of windshield wipers on your car. Left, right, left, right. The biggest mistake here is turning this into a deep, aggressive stretch. You are not trying to touch your knees to the mattress. If your knees only move 4 inches to each side, that is perfect. We are looking for motion, not tension. Motion is lotion. By gently rocking side to side for about 1 minute, you are pumping fresh fluid into those spinal joints. You are literally hydrating your back. You have opened the nerves. You have hydrated the joints. But what happens when you finally sit up and gravity hits your spine? That is where most people lose all the progress they just made. Let's fix that with exercise number 3. Exercise number 3 is called the diver or seated decompression. I will be straight with you. This is the most powerful tool in your entire toolkit. When you sit up on the edge of your bed, gravity instantly compresses your spine. The weight of your head and shoulders pushes down on those newly opened discs. If you stand up right away, the nerves can get pinched all over again. We need to decompress the spine while seated. Here is how you do the diver. 1. Sit on the edge of your bed. Plant your feet firmly on the floor, wider than shoulder width apart. 2. Hands on knees. Rest your hands on your thighs. 3. The dive. Slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Now imagine you are diving off a diving board into a pool. Let your hands slide down your shins toward your ankles. 4. Round your back. Let your upper body slump forward between your knees. Let your head hang completely heavy, like a bowling ball. Take 3 deep breaths right here. Expand your rib cage into your lower back. Here is the pro tip most people miss. Do not keep your head up to look around the room. Keeping your head up creates what we call neural tension. You must tuck your chin and let the head drop. This stretches the entire spinal cord from the base of your skull down to your tailbone. Hold this for 20 seconds. Then, use your hands to push against your legs, helping your body roll slowly back up to a seated position. Do not use your back muscles to sit up, use your arms. Now you are finally ready to stand up. Your back is open, lubricated, and decompressed. But hold on a second. Remember those 3 hidden household mistakes I mentioned earlier? If you do not fix these, everything you just did in bed will be ruined by noon. If you are finding this helpful so far, please take a quick second to hit that like button below. It helps us reach more people who are suffering unnecessarily. Now, let's talk about your daily habits. You can do the best exercises in the world, but if you are sabotaging your spine during the day, you will never heal. Here are the 3 daily errors destroying your back. Mistake 1. Forcing perfect military posture we have all been told since childhood. Stand up straight. Shoulders back. Chest out. If you have spinal stenosis, this is terrible advice. When you force your chest out and pull your shoulders back, you are arching your lower back. Remember the garden hose? You are kinking the hose. The fix: stop walking like a soldier. It is okay to have a slight, relaxed, natural curve forward. Let your spine find a comfortable, neutral position. Stop forcing the arch mistake 2. Heroic walking, you go for a walk. 10 minutes in, your lower back starts to burn. 15 minutes in, your calves feel tight and your toes start going numb. What do? You push through it. You say, I just need to finish my lap around the neighborhood. Do not be a hero. That numbness is your spinal nerve screaming for oxygen. Pushing through nerve pain causes long-term damage. The fix: The moment your legs feel heavy or numb, stop. Find a bench. Sit down. Do the diver exercise we just learned. Let the nerves breathe for a minute and then continue. Mistake 3. Flat sleeping. You spend 8 hours a day in bed. If your sleeping posture is wrong, you are losing a third of your life to bad mechanics. Sleeping flat on your back pulls your pelvis forward, creating a massive arch in your lower back. The fix: never sleep without pillows. If you sleep on your back, put 2 thick pillows under your knees. This bends the hips and flattens the back into the mattress. If you sleep on your side, put a thick pillow between your knees to keep your hips from twisting. Let's bring this all together. We talked about why salvation is flexion. We learned the single-kneaded chest, the windshield wiper, and the diver. And we corrected those 3 nasty household habits. But I need to leave you with one universal, non-negotiable safety rule. Never push into shooting pain. Muscle stretch is fine. A little stiffness is normal. But if any of these movements cause a sharp, electric pain shooting down your leg, or if they make your toes go numb, stop immediately. That is your body's check engine light. Always consult with your physical therapist or doctor if that happens. Getting your morning routine right is the foundation, but it is just the first step. Once we get you moving without pain, we need to make sure the pain never comes back. To do that, we have to build an armor of muscle around your spine. In my next video, I am going to show you the only 3 core strengthening exercises anyone over 60 actually needs to do, and spoiler alert, none of them involve doing a single sit-up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you do not miss that video when it drops next week. You have the power to take your life back from chronic pain. Start tomorrow morning, right in your bed. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.